So what's to be done now? How do we root these people out of our culture, out of our communities, out of the United States?
First and foremost, we have to get new authorities. And the reason that I've been trying to get the cartels designated as foreign terrorist organizations is because, Doc, this is not a law enforcement mission anymore. When you focus on the cartels and their capability and how they're working globally with other dark networks, we don't possess speed in the system. But when we're going after them globally, we need the ability to limit their mobility around the world, and that's what we'll get with the terrorism designation. This allows us to go after their money real time, anywhere in the world, limit their mobility, and crush them. The last part of this, it's very important, is that you can't be a terrorist in our country. I don't have to go work a 2-year case on you now. We can just grab them, pick them up, and remove them out of this country and go after them anywhere in the world, and that's what we really need to do.
What you're saying is when they're designated as terrorist organization, then due process is no longer a factor.
That's exactly right. And as somebody that has built programs to go after them in Mexico, working with some of the finest special forces in Mexico, I can tell you, don't think for a second that the Mexican government can't do it. They can. But right now, with the current leadership they have, it's never going to happen. But we're in a very unique time. As we're having national elections, Mexico will be as well this year. So we have the ability to see some major changes in Mexico that may be able to help all of us in the future, including the Mexican people. And we can't forget about them because since 2007, Doc, they've lost over 400,000 citizens themselves.
So we got to stop the border first. If they stop replenishing, they stop getting people in the country, then we at least have a fixed set of what to deal with.
That's exactly right. They will not stop. They are going to have to be stopped. So let's just take fentanyl as a great example. How did we go from regular fentanyl to parafentanyl to serafentanyl, and now we're mixing zine categories of xylazine into it? Well, because when one cartel develops a capability, the other has to have it as well, and then they keep ratcheting up. All they want is to have a better product than their rival, because if they don't, Doc, that rival could make more money and now come in and take over their property when they are able to buy more of these armored vehicles, when they're able to get more surface-to-air missiles, light anti-tank weapons, RPGs, and 50 caliber belt-fed machine guns.
Yeah, and they're using that weaponry against each other.
Right there.
Yeah.
I have sat on that border and watched hour-and-a-half-long gun battles, belt-fed machine guns, first, second, third, fourth generation armored vehicles, grenade launchers. I mean, we seized our first surface-to-air missile working with the Mexican government south of Juarez in 2016, Doc.
Yeah.
This is the problem here, is this is the story that hasn't been told to the American people, because they look at these cartels as drug traffickers, right? That's what most of those in the Homeland Security enterprise tell the American people. They have gone from organized crime in '06 to an insurgency. 2009, that's where we began to see them go into terrorism. You may remember this 300 killed in Allende, the 72 in San Fernando, and the list goes on. That really was terrorism. And then today, where we truly see them in Mexico as a parallel government.
And so now they've got these people that are indebted spread all across the United States working for them, either dealing their drugs, prostitution, trafficking, the new people that are coming in. They're doing their work throughout the United States. These are desperate people that if they don't do what they're told to do, then their families can get killed.
That's exactly right.
So they're dangerous people.
We can't wait anymore. We've lost 112,000 Americans to this.
And one of the things I'm concerned about is you've got young kids that are coming in with names and numbers written on them, and they're getting processed on. I've heard different representatives of different agencies say we are absolutely a link in the chain for human trafficking by shipping these kids on up to some unknown name, unknown address, without any way to verify where they're going or who's getting their hands on them. We're actually using tax dollars to traffic these kids, and I think that's got to make people really upset.
You know, through the natural course of time, all truth's going to be revealed. And when the American people see what has been taking place down here and all of the things you and I have talked about that they weren't told about was happening, get ready.
Yeah.
America's going to be stunned at what we've allowed here.
But the question is what to do about it. And the first thing to do is, like you said, follow the money.
And shame on these cartels and what they've been allowed to do. You know, there are a lot of families in our country and in Mexico who are suffering from what they've done and the poison that they're sending into this country and also around the world, sir. They need to be dealt with.
It's not a U.S. problem, it's a global problem. But for the U.S., we got to deal with it here first.
Well said.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Doc.